the ground is like dirt. And it's like the leaves are dry. So it's probably like, they're not colorful. It's not like they're dry leaves. Probably like November. But I'm not cold.
You're not cold?
It's not cold.
And what else do you see?
I see a lot of woods. I'm in the woods somewhere.
You're in the woods somewhere? Lots of trees?
Lots of trees. And a horse.
A horse? Do you get the feeling that this is your horse?
It's my horse.
Very good. And as you bring your focus and your attention now to yourself, I want you to look down at your feet. Tell me what you have on your feet. Do you have anything on your feet, or are you barefoot?
No, I have boots, but they're like, they're not leather. They're like almost like a moccasin or suede kind of looking boot.
Are they comfortable?
Yes.
What color are they?
They're like a brown, a dark, not dark brown, like a mahogany brown.
I want you to now just scan up your body. And as you scan up your body, tell me what you see from your feet. Tell me what you're wearing.
I have on some kind of pants that are like, they're almost like a potato sack kind of material.
Like a Hessian type material?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like some kind of linen, but
is it comfortable? How does it feel on your skin?
It feels fine. It feels loose. It doesn't feel tight. And then I have on a belt with like a big buckle and a big silver buckle. Lines on it. And then I have on like a greenish color button. It's like a shirt with buttons, I guess, but I don't know, it doesn't have buttons. It's like a vest over a shirt. Like a suede vest over a shirt. Or not a suede. It's some kind of vest over like a linen kind of shirt, I guess.
Do you feel like this is a male body or female body?
I'm definitely a man. My hands are large, and my fingernails are short and a little dirty.
Do you get the sense of why they're dirty?
No, just like dirt from like mud. Like just dirt on the fingernails.
And do you feel like the body is young or old?
No, young, probably like 30.
And do you perceive the body to be healthy or not?
Very healthy.
Okay, very good.
But my face has hair on it.
Oh. Can you see what color the hair is?
It's like salt and pepper.
Oh. Okay. You're doing so well. And as you stand there in this forest, what do you feel you're doing there? What do you get a sense of?
I don't know what I'm doing here. Just like I stopped. I'm just here.
With your horse?
My horse. I think I have to go home.
Okay. Do you feel you were on your journey somewhere or on your journey home?
I think I was just out and I stopped. I don't feel like I was on a journey. I feel like I was just out and now I just stopped here.
Okay.
Now I need to go home.
And when you go home, so now you're on your way home and now you're there.
Like a cabin-y looking home. Yeah. And there's there's no lights on. So I don't know if there's no lights or there's just no lights on. But it's like a cabin in the woods. Not a log cabin, but it's cabin-y looking.
Mm-hmm. And when you go inside, describe it for me.
There's one of those like pots that you cook over the fire in. You know, like the fire with the wood and the wall with a pot.
The pot that hangs with a handle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is something being cooked at the moment? Is that what you're seeing? Something's on the fire? Or is it just sitting there?
It wasn't. It was just there, but I can see something being cooked.
Uh-huh.
I can understand.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. And just describe this place for me. I know it's dark. If you need a light, yeah. Small.
It's small. If something's being cooked, I can see a little more because there's fire going. And there's some little children.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you feel that they're your children?
They're my children.
Oh. How many little kids are there?
It's just like a couple, like 3 little kids.
3 little kids. Oh.
Yeah.
What are the little children doing?
They were just playing. They're happy to see me. I guess I haven't been home for a while, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, they're happy to see you. Oh, that's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. And are the children boys or girls?
2 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 1 girl. She's quiet.
Oh. And what are their ages?
Probably like 8, 6 or 7, and like 4.
So they're still quite little.
Yeah, a boy, and then a girl, and then a little boy.
Oh.
Mm.
And you said a meal is being cooked. Who's cooking the meal for you?
I have a wife.
Okay. And she's cooking the meal?
Yeah, she's a happy wife.
Oh.
She's happy for me.
Oh, wonderful. So it seems like you've been out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm providing for them.
Yeah.
And then when I come home from working hard or wherever I was, there's like a sense of satisfaction that like I'm providing for them, and they're so happy to see me, and I feel like satisfied, like all my hard work is for them.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Mm.
And you said the house was dark. Do you use any form of light inside? How do you see? How do you walk around in the dark?
It's just a dark environment because it's like a cabin, and like my wife is cooking by the stove or by that fire, so I can see her a little bit. And she has like a little, I think like a bonnet on her hat, on her hair. It's like a long kind of gown, not like a pretty gown, like a
House gown. Yeah.
And she's just like talking like, yeah.
Oh, I
So I don't think
wonder.
I was gone for that long because it's just like talking about like the day. And,
Oh, okay. And when you hear her talking, do you hear her saying a name? Do you hear her calling your name?
I think it's John.
John.
Mm.
Very good. You're doing so well. All right, so now the meal is set on the table wherever you eat.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it very clearly. So tell me all about the food that you see.
It's a stew.
Mm.
I had like pieces of meat and like white potatoes and string beans, and it's like a meat kind of broth.
Mm-hmm.
Stew. Mm-hmm.
How does it taste when you take a mouthful?
It tastes good. It tastes like tomatoey meat broth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look around this table with these people that are there with you, these 3 children and this woman, this wife, when you look around and you look into their energy, do you recognize their energy from anyone?
Well, the little girl is...
Oh.
Uh-huh. And, I don't know. I'm trying to recognize my wife. My other 2 kids, I don't know. I don't know who they are. Look at their energy. My son my oldest son could be like my oldest brother. My wife, I don't know.
That's okay.
I think I'll do something with horses or like horseshoes or something. Maybe it's like a blacksmith or something with horseshoes and metal.
Oh, okay. So you're possibly a blacksmith, and you live out in, and do you do that out where you live, or do you do that in more of a city town type?
In a town, I go to town. And we live in a cabin, but I think there's other cabins, like, it's like a house cabin, I don't know, but it's like it's one big room, and there's other cabins like around the same forest.
Yeah, not too far.
You can see, not too far.
All right, very good, very good. And when you go out to town, tell me what it looks like in the town.
Okay, the town is more dust, like dirt on the ground. It's like a dirt town. I don't know. And there's horses around, so people must only ride horses. And there's a bunch of like little shops, also cabiny looking, like made of wood. And so I don't know exactly what time period that would be, but I just know there's no cars or anything. And there's horses, and the ground is like just dirt.
Okay.
And it's a small town. I wonder if it's in a castle, like in a courtyard of a castle. I can't tell if there's like walls way outside of the town. There might be. I think there might be.
Okay. And when you go to your workplace, what do you notice there?
There's another guy there that I work for. I don't know if maybe it's my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's my dad. And he's like telling me what to do. He's like, we're gonna do this, then go do this, go do this.
And are you busy at work? You get a lot of work?
Yeah, I feel like I'm like, all right, let me get to work doing this thing, but my head is somewhere else. I don't know why. Like, I'm like, maybe I don't want to be doing that for a living.
Well, what do you want to be doing?
I don't know. Maybe I feel like a little frustrated doing this. But it's like what I'm supposed to be doing, and almost like an obligation. And when I get home, I feel proud because I'm providing for my family and they're happy to see me.
Yeah.
But it's not like what I dream of doing.
Do you feel obligated because it's a family business, or is there another reason?
I think it's my dad.
Okay. What will happen when your dad passes?
Probably I'll take it over. I think he's still young. I think I'm still young. So I don't think he's like close to passing. He may be like 60.
Oh.
I think he might be.
Oh.
Yeah. He even kind of looked like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his eyes.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me cry a little bit.
That's a special connection.
He's my dad, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm his son. And I think I'm his only son.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And what do you...
He's kind and gentle. He's not like an overbearing dad. He's like, all right, well, we're doing this. You need to do this. And I'm like, okay. And I'll do that, you know. And then I get to work, but...
Oh, that's wonderful. And what about your mom? Where's your mom? Is she still around?
I don't think so. I think she's still around. No, I don't think so. She's not there. It's just me and my dad.
Okay.
I think I go to work with him every day.
Okay.
So I show up in this little village, in this little town, and he's like, all right, you're going to do this. He gives me like the list of things we're going to do today, we're going to accomplish. And then he's working over there, like in the corner, and I'm working kind of in the middle towards the back.
Yeah.
And there's like, almost like wood horses, or like these benches that I'm working on, like these wooden, I think it has, like horseshoes. I see horseshoes and just little stuff.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So you're busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. Again, I feel like bored. Just doing my job, like kind of going through the motions, but I feel like...
But you feel proud.
It's not like... I feel proud when I get home. I feel like I feel a little like, ugh, you know, about doing this kind of monotonous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do for fun when you're not at work? What do you do for fun?
I think I'm pretty happy. I'm like one of those guys, and I think I do take my wife, and I dance with her sometimes around our little cabin. And I think that I like to dance. I do like to dance.
And she,
but like a guy, like I'm just like fun, like having fun dancing. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And what does the music of the time sound like?
That's a good question. So it's like fluty music,
like a flute.
Like that.
Is that?
Yeah, fluty kind of, that kind of instrument.
And do you like the music?
Yeah.
It's energetic.
It's energetic, exactly.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. All right. So we're going to leave that scene that you're looking at now and drift and float to an important day in the life that you're looking at. A day when something important is happening. And you're there now. And tell me what you see.
So is it 13? Or is it 13?
It's a 13.
Is it 13?
13th.
13 on the calendar. I think it's my birthday.
Oh, okay.
I think it's my birthday.
Oh, and do you get an idea of what month it is?
I think it's November or October. Probably the same birthday I have. Because again, the leaves and it just feels like fall.
Oh, cool. And what are you doing on your birthday today?
My family is celebrating. They're surprising me.
Lovely. And do you go to work that day? Do you stay home?
I think I still have to go to work. I think it's just my birthday today. Surprise. Good morning.
And is
my wife is telling me good morning. She loves me.
Sounds like she loves you a lot. And is this a long time or a short time after what you saw before?
This is right around, I don't know. This is right around the same.
The kids are about the same age. Okay. Yeah. Very good.
The kids are still, they're just different now, but they're still the same ages, more or less.
And how does it make you feel that it's your birthday and that they surprised you?
It's like a feeling of like, like a relief, like I just am where I'm supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. And what else is happening on this special day?
I don't know. It's just my birthday, so everybody's just, it's morning, but they're singing to me, and then I have to go work.
And let's explore. Let's see what happens next then. So what happens next?
I go to work, and my dad's there, and gives me a hug. Happy birthday, son. I don't know if my mom is sick or she's just not, if she's gone. It's not there. Well, I have friends who work like in the stores near ours, or the shops near ours, and they're saying happy birthday too.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a good day.
It just makes me feel like, thanks.
Special.
Yeah, it makes me feel special. And they're just like, it's like a masculine, like a camaraderie or like a brotherhood.
Okay.
Yeah. They're similar to my age.
Okay.
And wherever we are, like people tend to have like brown hair and brown eyes. My dad he's a little bit darker. He looks a little like older and dirtier and like a little darker skin and like salt and pepper beard as well. He looks older. But everybody else, like my friends, they have like brown hair and brown eyes. So I don't know what that is, but I could just tell how people look there.
Mm. And that's interesting. And what about the skin? What is the skin tone?
So some people are white. I'm white.
Mm-hmm.
But some people are darker, almost like the darker, like Italian looking, maybe.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
As you're sitting there in your workplace and you're getting all these happy birthdays from all your friends, do you get a sense of where you're at? What country or what area of the world?
I feel like it might be like Italy somewhere.
Oh.
Like a little town.
Yeah. Maybe that explains the darker skin.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about that.
I think it's Europe, and I think the seasons are. It's like a fall. It's a little bit more brisk, and kind of the year is kind of winding down, I think.
And do you feel like you're happy?
Content. I'm content. There's moments of happiness. I like to dance. My family makes me happy. I think I'm content.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my dad and I have a bond, and he's proud of me. And I'm like his legacy.
Mm. And I wonder, is your job difficult or easy?
It's monotonous, but it's not difficult for me.
How long have you been doing this job?
I think my whole life. Okay. I think I was like 12 and I was there doing this job.
Oh, wow.
And I think that now I've been doing the job for like 20 years.
Wow.
So it's become like monotonous, and I'll know I'll be doing it kind of forever.
Wow, and your dad, he was doing it his whole life as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow. So you could do it with your eyes shut.
Yeah. But I think it pays the bills. It's not like super lucrative. We're humble, but we're doing okay.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right. So we're going to leave that scene that you're looking at now on that day of your birthday, the very special day. Leaving that scene and drifting and floating to another important day in that life that you're looking at. And now you're there. So tell me what you see and what's happening.
I'm having an argument with my dad. He's getting mad and frustrated at me. But he doesn't get angry. He gets frustrated. But he's like, well, yeah, you like making faces, and I could tell he's getting like angry and frustrated about something. But he's not yelling. He's not a yeller. He's just like, well, I think that maybe I'm telling him I don't want to do this job anymore or something. I don't know. Or I don't want to take over the business or whatever it is. But he's getting like aggravated with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think how I'm feeling, but I'm just observing how he's feeling or what he's doing. So I don't know what.
That's okay.
What is happening, what we're arguing about.
All right. And what happens next?
He gets like so like frustrated, and he just like, well, I don't know. And I kind of like concede, like, okay, Dad. And he's still like aggravated with me.
Mm-hmm. And what happens after the argument when it dies down?
I just kind of like walk away, and he like walks over. We're not at the shop anymore. We're somewhere else.
Okay.
And he kind of like walks to the corner and just is like thinking and like that, like frustrated. Like, damn it. Like I did something, I don't know. I'm frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was speaking up about something I didn't like. And then he's getting frustrated about what I was speaking up about. And then I just stopped speaking up about it then and just like swallowed it, whatever it was, and then walked away like fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's over there festering.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you feel that this is an important day to go to?
I think it was the day I was speaking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not something that you would do?
No. I think I was more like keep the peace kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Just like get along with everybody kind of person. A fun guy. I'm like working and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm a good father, a good husband, working for my dad. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. And so I should just be like happy and not complaining about things, I guess. But if I have an opinion or I have a feeling about something and I finally decide to speak up, then it's like aggravating my father. And so I just like, no, never mind. Fine. Just keep doing what I'm doing. And I go back to doing whatever I was doing. And then he's just frustrated with me over in the corner, festering.
And is this an argument that lingers for a very long time, or does it die down quite quickly?
So on my end, it dies down, but with him, it's going to fester for a while. He's just going to be like in a fucking mood and just walking around like all pushy like all day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, which is why I probably don't speak up that much.
All right. Yeah. All right. So let's just leave that scene now. Leaving that scene, drifting and floating.
I'm frustrated.
You're frustrated.
I'm frustrated right now.
All right. Just releasing all that frustration, breathing it all away, and just drifting and floating to another important day in that life. And now you're there.
Okay, it's a funeral.
Oh.
So there's a bench, a wooden bench, like a picnic bench almost, that kind of wooden bench. And I'm sitting on it. And there's hole in the ground and like a casket in the hole, and I'm just like sick to my stomach and kind of leaning over on my fist, on my head like this, and just like so upset. And I think it's probably my dad's funeral. It's by myself, so the funeral's over and I just can't leave, and I'm just sitting there with my fist on my forehead, just feeling sick about everything.
What are you
really
feeling?
like anxious.
Yeah. What are you feeling sick about?
Like anxious. I'm feeling anxious.
Why? What led you to feel anxious at that time?
It's like now I have like the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Okay.
Now everything depends on me.
Well, what happened after that argument with your dad between then and this time? How was the
Time went by. There was time that went by. Maybe I told my dad that I didn't want to continue with the family business, and that was his legacy. And so that when he passed, I was feeling like guilty and anxious, but honestly, I still don't want to run the family business. And now I just feel like a bigger weight on my shoulders, because now, not him in human form, not my dad doesn't want me to run the business. Now, like after death, like that's his dying wish. And now if I don't complete that, now I have that like weight on my shoulders. And
what do you do with this weight that you have on your shoulders? What decision do you take?
I'm gonna just continue to do what I gotta do. And it provides for my family, and it's gonna feel lonely. I'm gonna go to work and it's gonna feel lonely. He's not gonna be there, and I'm gonna be doing a job I don't want to do, but I'm gonna do it for him. I'm gonna do it for my family.
And as the years pass, do you have somebody else working with you?
I get old, and then I have like a bigger beard. I'm a little fatter. My cheeks are fatter, and my body is fatter. And I get old. So I think my sons come to work with me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I still work in the middle part where I always worked, and then my sons work like kind of in the corner where my dad worked.
No.
And they're not as good as I was. Like they're just like a little bit more of like goof offs.
And do they like doing this job or not?
They like being with each other. I never had a brother, I guess, or I don't know. It was just me. But they like having each other, so they goof off a lot together. Yeah.
And I wonder what your little girl does now. She's a little bit older now. Do you have any idea?
I think she went on. She's like around, but she's not there. She's just around. I think she got married and like starting to have her own babies and stuff.
And what about your wife?
My wife's got older too.
Yeah.
She's a good woman.
Yeah.
She's a good woman.
She feeds you a lot of good food, doesn't she?
Yeah. Well, she got a little chubby too. She's just older. But she's sweet. Actually, she like reminds me now that she's older, the way she looks at me. She's just like this sweet lady with these cheeks. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That's amazing. And how do you feel with your sons working with you?
I feel proud. It's funny, my sons, I don't energetically, I don't feel like I know them. Like, I know in that life, they're my sons. But I don't know. The oldest I thought maybe was like my brother, but it's not.
Okay.
And, yeah. So I don't know. I feel proud, like, and I feel content. Like, there's a contentness about my life. Like, it was never a super amazing life, but it was like a content life.
Yeah. And you're passing the business over to your sons now.
Yeah. But they don't have to work this business if they want to do something else, but they're goof offs at this point. So, like, they have to work here because I don't know what else they would do because they're just goofing off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, probably, like, you know, like, boys, like, wrestling and goofing off all the time. They're, like, probably, like, 20 and, like, or, like, 20, early 20s and, like, 18. Like,
Okay.
they're probably 4-year difference.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, that's amazing. All right, so let's do this. We're going to leave that scene and we're going to drift and float to the very last day of that life.
Yeah.
The day that you're moving your body. Yeah.
I'm laying and my wife is there. And she's looking at me. She's a good wife. She's so upset.
And you said you're laying in a bed?
I'm laying in a bed.
Are you sick? What's wrong with the body?
I'm sick. Yeah. I'm coughing.
Oh.
I'm like feeling like something in this area, the heart area.
Mm-hmm. Do you have an idea of what's wrong with the body? What's wrong with the lungs or the heart?
It's the heart. It's the heart stopping. It's failing. And I'm coughing. I'm sickly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's holding my hand. My wife is holding his hand.
Mm.
And she's just like praying, but she's also like just holding my hand and like wants to keep me.
Oh. And how does it feel to be the very last day of your life, knowing that you're going to leave? How do you feel?
So I feel like responsible. I feel like I don't want to leave her, my wife, because I was going to take care of her. And I know my sons are going to take care of her, but I feel like that was always my responsibility. And but I feel okay because I do have like a peace. Like I know, like, first of all, I don't like being sick, how I'm feeling. I don't like feeling that way. And I know that like there's a heaven and I'm going to go to heaven. And I feel at peace that I had a content life. I did what I needed to do my whole life. I was responsible. It's not that I didn't like it. It was like boring and monotonous, and I did it my whole life. So it didn't stimulate me in any way, but it served its purpose. It was a good job. And she was a good wife. Like she was, we had a good life. I mean, our kids are doing good. Yeah.
Oh, good. So they've got their own lives now. Maybe their own children. They should.
My oldest son is gonna take care of his mother.
Oh.
The youngest one is more like flaky.
Yeah.
But my oldest will make sure that she has everything.
Oh, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That must make you proud and happy that she's going to be taken care of.
It makes me feel like relieved.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now, whatever has happened has already happened. And that heart has stopped. You're drifting away from that body. Drifting and floating back to the other side. Drifting all the way back to the other side. And now you're there.
Mm-hmm.
So what were some of the lessons that you learned in that life?
In that life, I feel like I was super responsible. So I know, like, I want to have an experience where I'm not as responsible because I feel like I was tied down. Mm-hmm. So something I learned is to not be so tied down. To, like, have other experiences because I didn't feel freedom. And in that life, I never felt freedom.
Right.
It was content, but I didn't feel freedom, and that's something that I want to. But I was responsible. I was a good man. I did the right thing all the time. Noble. I was noble.
Yeah.
And respected.
What else did you learn from that life?
That my wife, she's a good woman, and I learned a lot of love from her. And what love really is, not the excitement and the there was that too, but it was the wholesomeness of it. I loved her a lot, and she loved me a lot, and we were, yeah.
That's wonderful.
I learned a lot about love.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. And what would you say was the purpose of that life?
I think the purpose of that life was to be a provider. To be a provider, to provide for family, to learn about like the value of providing for your family, and just being, I don't know, the purpose of that life. I mean, that was like one of the things I accomplished in my life. I was like a wonderful provider in all the ways, and I did the right thing. And I was kind of easy when everybody else was hard. Like I was like a lot of like the brotherly camaraderie with my friends, and I was there with my dad, a lot of like bonding, and I was always kind of like the consistent, easy, consistent character in that life, for everybody around me. Yeah.
It sounds like it was a good life.
It was a good life. It was content.
Oh, that's so good. And how does it feel to be where you are now, on the other side?
Feels like light. And it feels like peace, and just like an exhale.
Oh. And when you get to the other side, is there someone there waiting to greet you?
Yeah.
I can see with a smile.
My dad and my mom.
Oh.
And my mom. Yeah.
And do you now understand what happened to your mom? Do you have a better idea now?
She was young. She died young.
Okay, so you were still quite young when your mom died.
Probably, yeah. She was young.
And how does it feel to be reunited with them again?
Yeah, it feels good. It's just a homey feeling. Like I feel like I'm home.
Okay. Let's do this. You're going to move away from that scene on the other side, drifting and floating, moving away, drifting away. Well, I know you could have brought forth many, many different lifetimes for her to see today, but you chose to show her the life of that man who lived in a cabin, who had a pretty content life, it seemed, with that wife and the 3 children. Why? Tell her exactly why you showed her that life. Why was it important for her to see that life today?
To speak up. Speak up. You need to just speak up when you need to say. You need to say. Doesn't matter what it does to everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to swallow that. You don't need to swallow that. Just speak up.
Yeah, in that life, as that man, she did speak up, didn't she?
Yeah.
To her dad.
She would take it back. She would take it back because she just wanted to keep the peace. But your peace is more important.
So is that what you would like her to take away from from seeing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell her exactly what she needs to do from now on.
She needs to speak her truth and stop worrying about what everybody else thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a gift, and your truth is the gift for others, whether they want to see it or not.
And how else does that life correspond to this current life?
Yeah, so you value like the bond with your wife and the love that you shared with her, and that you were a good man to her, and you deserve all the love that you give to others. And that's something to remember.
And what would you say were the main lessons and purpose in that life? I know you said already to speak up, but is there anything else?
You know, don't waste your life. Don't waste your time. You only get a certain amount of time, so don't waste it just doing things because you're supposed to. You know, do what you feel inspired to do, and kind of shut out the noise and all the monotonous things you do. If it doesn't inspire you, if it doesn't make you feel stimulated, don't waste your time doing it. Because then your time's over.
Okay. And
you're not supposed to just be mediocre.
Yeah. She said, or he said, that it felt like a bit of a monotonous job, even though he did like it.
It was like a monotonous life. It's just like going through doing the right thing, and just very baseline, you know.
Okay. And is there anything more about that life that you'd like her to know now?
Well, that was your relationship with, as he was your father.
Okay.
And so if you want to know what your dynamic is with him now, it kind of always was that way. You get frustrated about things, and you would just swallow it and just take it, but don't do that. Speak up. What's going to happen?
So she wants to know, what is the purpose and the direction? She wants clear instructions from you of the soul contract that she have.
So it's not your job to heal him, and your job is to just be present, and your presence will heal him. You don't have to do anything. And you have to work on you. That's what the whole purpose of this awakening is. Be whole. You need to be awakened. You need to speak up and speak the truth. And once you become who you're supposed to be, he will be healed through you, because you will be the presence and the light he needs.
Oh, wow.
He needs you to be that woman. But the reason I chose to show you this lifetime is because of the paternal wound that he had to face with his own father, and similar, he was your father. So I brought you to this lifetime because it all coincides. You've been lovers, you've been friends, you've been brothers, and he's been your father. So it's not one lifetime, it's been multiple. But this lifetime, you were his son, and he was your father. Focus on yourself, speak your truth, do things that fill your soul, so that you can feel whole and complete. You are whole and complete. Remember who you were before you came here, before you were in your mother's womb, who you were before then. Try to remember who you were. So when you feel like you want to back down or you feel inadequate, just try to channel who you were before you came here, before the world told you who to be.
She wants to know if she was one of his guides in a past life.
She guided him in a past life, and he also protected her in a past life.
Okay.
And he was a protector to her as her father.
Yeah.
And also in other lives. She, for speaking about things, I think I'm gonna get burned at the stake. I don't know. And the crowd gonna like get her. And he protected her from that. And he just had mercy on her and stepped in and just persuaded people a different way. I don't know. He protected her.
It seems like they've been there for each other for many lifetimes.
Different lifetimes. Not all. No, I mean, in a lot of lifetimes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And, they always had a special connection. And she feels like she owes him. I think from protecting her, or saving her life or something. She feels like she owes him.
Okay. So how can we help her to let go of that belief and that feeling?
Just focus on yourself. Like, focus on your own healing. Say what you're saying. You don't make a big deal out of it. When you talk to him, just like, you feel like you owe him. You feel like this, like you have to, like an urgency, or like he's so important because you have this soul contract where you're giving it like too much importance. You're giving his human too much importance. So it kind of validates some of his irrational thoughts and behaviors that are caused from his wounds. Don't give him so much importance. You're the important one.
Yeah.
You're the one doing the healing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So is there anything else from that life that's important for her to know right now?
No, I brought her to that life so she could see the father and son dynamic.
Okay. Something did come up in the session with her children.
Their souls are unique, and they should, in this life, you should nurture that as much as you can so that they can really be their best selves and not let the inhibitions of this life kind of affect them. It's just your job as their mom, but also as their soul guide in this lifetime is to take their awakening to the next level, like where you had to awaken through trauma and experiences. They can be awakened through you. Mm-hmm. We just encourage them to really be their best, highest self. She could branch out a little bit. And she's such a good light, but she just should be a little stronger.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So, as you know, she came in with a list of questions today. So would it be okay to get ready for those?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And would it be appropriate before we start to just ask for a scan of her body? All right, so please start scanning her body. We're looking for any areas of the body that need attention. And we do expect full and complete healing today. So tell me where you focused on in her body for healing.
Her womb.
I didn't hear
like
that.
The uterus.
The
uterus. Or
okay.
Like the womb. Mm-hmm.
And what's happening in the womb?
There's just health issues. We have like the fibroid pain sometimes.
Okay.
Which ignores the pain, but
Okay.
it's there.
And what can you do to help relieve that pain, that discomfort, perhaps even shrinking down those fibroids? I know you can do anything.
Shrinking down the fibroids.
Mm-hmm.
Shrinking the fibroids.
Mm-hmm. And how would you be doing that?
Through mental stimulation, I think, just talking to your body, telling it what you want it to do.
What can you do for her right now in this session? I know she's in the most perfect state right now to receive this healing. So what can you as her highest self do for her right now?
Yeah, I can heal her. I can heal her fibroids. I can heal her that whole area of her body. It gives life. It gives rebirth. It gives birth. I can heal it.
Mm-hmm.
Her most feminine area of her body in this life.
Very good. So do whatever you need to do now to begin healing those fibroids, shrinking them down if possible. I know she'll really appreciate that. It'll probably help greatly with her discomfort, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And are you doing that?
Yes.
All right. And is it possible to carry on scanning the body as you do that as well?
Yes.
All right. So tell me where else you're looking at.
Her heart.
Yeah. Tell her what's going on in her heart.
It beats very fast.
It's beating fast?
It beats fast. It's like a regular, it beats fast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the root cause of that?
It's just genetics. The heart she was given.
Yeah, but we know that everything originates from somewhere.
It's from her father. From her father. Like, it was like a heart handed down.
Mm-hmm.
It beats fast.
What is the purpose of her experiencing that?
I guess it's like an acceleration. She's always kind of like moving fast. She breathes fast. She talks fast. Her heart beats fast. It's just fast. And slow down a little bit.
Is that a message for her to slow down? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a message to slow down.
And do you feel that she understands that now?
Yeah.
And now that she understands that she should slow down, how will this change things for her with her heart?
She needs to slow down. She does too much. And she just has to stop going. Just slow down. In life, that will improve everything. Just slow down.
Will this, if she does slow down, will it help slow down her heart rates as well?
Yeah. Everything will slow down.
Mm-hmm.
She's just in a race to nowhere. Where are you going? Relax. Her whole life, you kind of just done everything right.
She feels like she needs to do everything right
Mm-hmm.
in this life.
And sometimes you do it too fast and you weren't ready. And so you just slow down. Don't rush.
What can you do right now to begin healing that heart so that it begins to slow down?
Really slow down her thoughts and her heart.
Okay.
Down with it.
And what would she notice after the session because of that?
So I feel like she can breathe deeper. And she's like, when she breathes, she's going to feel the air just going in deeper.
Oh, okay.
Slower.
Well, it's interesting because in that past life that she saw today, she died of a heart problem.
Yeah.
Hmm. And is there a message in that for her?
Your heart is strong, but it's weak. That's your kind of your weakest link. Take care of it.
Okay.
And when you talk about heart, your emotions, your heart is also the strongest.
Yeah.
Heart, take care of your heart. Take care of your own heart. Don't let other people and their issues affect your heart. You have a good heart and you are whole and complete.
Very good. All right. And anywhere else in the body that you're looking at now?
No?
Okay.
Healthy.
And I wonder about a few things that she brought up about the health. She brought up her high blood pressure, that she's had that since January, and she's been taking medication for that. And she said it is in the family, it does run in the family, but she just recently got it. And what can you tell her? What is the root cause?
So, I told you one time that she didn't know she had blood pressure until she just randomly got it checked.
Yeah.
And then you randomly got your blood pressure checked, and you needed to know that your blood pressure was running high, because otherwise you would have no idea.
Yeah.
And it could have caused bigger problems. So you needed to just find that out so that you could get it under control.
But what is the purpose of her experiencing this high blood pressure?
It's just her body's way of saying, take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of everybody else. Take care of me.
Right.
Not for how you look, not for, selfish reasons, because I'm your body. So you need to take care of me. I house your soul.
And when she does begin taking care of her body, how will that affect her blood pressure?
Her blood pressure should stabilize. It's stabilized right now. She just went to the doctor. She's happy to hear that it was normal.
Okay. Is this something that she'll need to be on medication for a very long time or a short time? What can you tell her about that?
She should be able to cut back on the medication.
When would you like her to do that? Will she just know when it's time?
The doctor will tell her. Okay.
Okay. So there's no root cause or anything behind that she needs to know of?
It's her stress level. She's gone through a lot of changes. Go easy on yourself. Go easy on yourself. Because you've gone through a lot and you're like, I'm okay. I'm fine. But it's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So you need to go easy on yourself.
Okay. And then she asks about losing weight as well. And she feels that she kind of gets to a weight and she can't go below that, and she struggles. She said it's a challenge to lose weight, and she feels that it's ancestral. What can you tell her about that, about the weight issue?
Mm-hmm. Well,
why is her body holding on to this weight?
Sometimes in past lives, like you were starving, or your ancestors were also starving, but this is more about you. That you were starving, so your body holds on to the weight because it's a security. It's a security for your body. to have that weight, because in other lifetimes you've been starving.
All right. And how can we help her release the energy and the trauma from those lives that she was starving, so that she can begin to lose weight? So it's not so hard.
Release them. Just release them. You're not starving in this life. You don't need to hold on to it.
Yeah.
You let it go.
Just let it go. And can you help her right now in releasing the energy from those past lives?
Yes.
Okay.
Feeling nausea. I'm feeling nauseous.
Yeah. And it's just the energy moving through you. Just allow it to move through. Just releasing all of that energy from that life, those lives. And when it's all done, when the energy of the trauma of those lives where she was starving, when it's all released, just let me know.
Okay.
It's done?
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen for her now after today's session, now that she's managed to release all of that?
She won't feel as she won't feel like she wants to eat as much indulgent food.
Okay.
Sugar won't appeal to her like it did.
Oh, wow, that's
it's
wonderful.
Not gonna be the sugar was kind of like appealing to some of the stress. It's almost like a stress relief, but it won't anymore.
Oh, wonderful. And that will help her lose weight. Is there anything else that she should be doing to get to her goal weight? What she should be eating or doing? What advice can you give her?
You just make sure you're eating like plenty of like fruits and vegetables and vitamins and nutrients, like nutrients in your body.
Yeah.
So you do good. You're pretty healthy, but just make sure you're eating more fruits and vegetables. Even if it's not like something you see when you open the refrigerator, you're like, yum, I want that. Just eat them because they'll make you feel better.
Okay, very, very good. Thank you very much for that. I know she'll appreciate it. Before we move on, I just wanted to ask how her lungs are doing after the walking pneumonia she had back in December. She can just look at her lungs. Okay. And what was the root cause of that pneumonia? Why did that happen? What's the root cause?
She was just running. She had been running her body ragged with emotions, and so her immune system was not great, and she just contracted that from a child, and then she ignored it, instead of taking care of herself. But she had been coming out of a crazy trauma bond, and so her immune system was just not operating to its full potential.
Oh, good. So there's no root cause back in another life or anything that we need to let go of or anything. Perfect. Thank you. And when you look back at her uterus, how is that looking now?
It's good. It's healthy. It's vibrant.
And what about those fibroids? How do they look?
I'm going to shrink those down little by little.
All right. And can you continue to do that as we're busy with the rest of the session? Okay.
Yeah.
And how is her heart feeling right now?
Her heart is beating nicely.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go to her list of questions now as you continue to just heal the body, as you continue the healing of the uterus. We'll check back on that a little bit later. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. And as we're nearing the end, I just want to ask if there's anything else that you'd like her to know.
So right now, no, but if she gets any dreams or she wakes up with any clarity or that's me. Anything to her, anything after the session, because things might pop back up.
Okay. And how will she feel after today's session?
She's going to feel free. She's going to feel free. She's going to feel motivated. She's going to feel joy.
And is there anything that she didn't ask today that you wish that she would have?
No. But if there's anything else I need to communicate, I just will communicate it through like thoughts and dreams as she wakes up in the morning a lot of times. We'll have the fire.
And when she booked the session with me, what were you hoping that she would get out of it?
She was seeking guidance, and again, my higher self, put the thought in her head to contact me. And so as long as she acts on these thoughts that are coming from me, she'll be fine. She'll be wonderful. The higher selves are actually very simple. Like the human self complicate things, but the higher selves are.
And just anything else that you think is important for her to know, just as a final?
Oh, she's so loved. She's so loved. She should never think for a second that she's not loved, because she is so much.
Oh. And just curious, how has it been for you to speak through her today?
It's been pleasing. It's been pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she can best connect with you through meditation? Is that correct?
Yes. Absolutely.
Perfect. Very good.
Dreams. And dreams. And thoughts.
Yes. So you'll give her little thoughts and little ideas when you need to. And how does she know it's you? I know you spoke about the intuition earlier. How does she know it's you? And
I want her to
just
pay a little bit more attention to that, the knowing.
Yeah.
Just assume when you get like all these thoughts that they're coming from me.
Yeah. Is there any way that you can communicate with her, like through one ear specifically, or give her a little nudge or anything like that, that she can know more clearly until she starts recognizing your messages, that it is you?
I can give her like little vibrations. She can feel vibrations.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And then she'll know that's message from you. Oh, that's wonderful. Perfect. Thank you very much. Very much. I want to just thank you very much for all the information that you've given her today. I know that she's really going to appreciate it, and I think she's got some wonderful information through today, and she did really, really well. Wonderful session. So thank you.
Thank you. And your higher self.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Giselle. That was amazing.
No, you're welcome. How did that feel for you? Did it feel like it was a long time or a short time?
It felt like a short time. No, it felt like a half an hour.
Half an hour. That's so interesting, because it was on my recording. I'm still recording this. 2 hours, 28 minutes, plus the induction, which is about 15. So 2:45. 2 hours, 45 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you
actually... It did not feel like 2 hours and 45 minutes. It felt like 15. It felt like 20, like a half an hour.
Yeah, I know.